was warning them about something. I had a parrot named Kiwi, who was basically the friendliest bird alive. She'd sit on anyone's shoulder, whistle at strangers, loved everybody. So when I started dating Ryan and brought him over for the first time, I was so excited to introduce them. The second he walked through the door, Kiwi went ballistic. She lunged at his face, screeching like I'd never heard before, drew blood on his cheek. I was mortified, locked her in her cage, and apologized like crazy. Ryan laughed it off, said animals just don't like him sometimes. But it kept happening. Every single visit. Kiwi would go absolutely feral the moment she saw him. And here's the thing that kills me now looking back. She wasn't just aggressive, she was terrified. Her feathers would puff up, she'd back into the corner of her cage and make this low clicking sound she only made when she was genuinely scared. I'd never seen her like that. Not once in the 5 years I'd had her. I started making excuses. Maybe it was his cologne, maybe his voice was too deep, maybe he moved too fast around her. I bought books on parrot behavior, tried desensitization techniques, even considered getting her on anti-anxiety medication, because the alternative, that something was actually wrong with Ryan, felt impossible. He was perfect. He remembered my coffee order, texted me good morning every day, talked about future plans with me. He was everything I thought I wanted. My best friend Sarah came over one night while Ryan was there. She watched Kiwi lose her mind in the cage, watched me apologize again, watched Ryan put his arm around me and say, "Babe, maybe the bird just needs to go." The look on Sarah's face. She pulled me aside in the kitchen and said, "I've known Kiwi as long as I've known you. She's never acted like this. Not once. You need to pay attention." I remember standing there, feeling this knot in my stomach, but I pushed it down. I actually got defensive with her, told her she didn't understand what it was like to finally find someone who seemed to care, but I didn't listen. I felt so guilty I started leaving Kiwi at my mom's place whenever he came over. My mom didn't say anything at first, but I could tell she was disappointed in me. Every time I dropped Kiwi off, she'd give me this look like she wanted to say something, but held back. And Kiwi, she'd just stare at me through the cage bars with these sad little eyes, like she was begging me to understand. Sometimes she'd make this soft chirping sound, the one she used to make when she wanted me to hold her. It broke my heart every time, but I kept choosing him. My friends said I was choosing a guy over my pet. They weren't wrong, I was. And I justified it by telling myself that Kiwi would adjust eventually, that this was just a phase, that love required compromise. I stopped inviting people over because I didn't want to hear their concerns. I stopped posting about Kiwi on social media because the comments always turned into lectures about pet ownership. I isolated myself into this bubble where Ryan was the only opinion that mattered. 4 months in, I barely recognized myself. I'd stopped going to my Thursday trivia nights because Ryan didn't like bars. I'd canceled plans with friends because he wanted alone time. Little things that I told myself were normal relationship adjustments. And Kiwi stayed at my mom's more and more, until finally she was just living there permanently. I told myself it was temporary, that once Ryan and I moved in together officially, we'd figure it out. My mom called me one night and said Kiwi had plucked out some of her chest feathers, something parrots do when they're stressed or depressed. I cried myself to sleep that night, but still didn't change anything. Then one day, I came home early from work. My boss sent everyone home because of a gas leak in the building. Ryan's car wasn't there, but my apartment door was unlocked. I walked in and froze. My jewelry box was open, my laptop was gone, and Ryan was coming out of my bedroom with a backpack full of my stuff. He'd been copying my keys, breaking in on my work days. For 3 months, the cops said he'd done this to 2 other girlfriends before me. And you know what haunts me? Kiwi knew. She knew the whole time. I should have listened to my bird. Has anyone ever